What's up, you guys? Thanks for coming over to this video. Hopefully you just came from the drum tutorial where Brent played From the Day by I Am They. It's a really good song. I love the snare build part of it near the middle of the song. Anyway, this is about Devos. So let's dive right in. The first lyric that Brent found to dive into more was, "When you found me, I was so blind. My sin was before me. I was swallowed by pride. But out of the darkness, you brought me to your light. You showed me new mercy and opened up my eyes." So you don't have a Bible verse for that, but you have more of like just what that meant to you and what you want to give to the drummers about that. So go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I really like how this opens up. It kind of brings a level set of where we're coming at with this song. So it starts off by saying, when you found me, God, I was so blind. This is the situation I was in. Like, sin was before me. I was prideful. I was arrogant. Like, all these things that I was wrestling with before I really found Jesus. And that's the situation that he met me in. And that's where he reaches us in. So he doesn't wait for us to get good or to, improve our situation. He goes right into that darkness and finds us where we're at. That's what I really loved about the song opening up in that way, because it really sets the ground level for where it ends up growing and kind of invites us into doing. So like the next part of that is, "From the day you saved my soul till the very moment when I come home, I'm going to sing, I'm going to dance, and my heart's going to overflow."
Yeah.
And like, I just love that contrast of where we were at, how deep in depravity we are, and then how we can get from there to a point where all we want to do is sing, dance, our hearts just overflowing with joy. And I thought it was cool because in Psalms 45, you see David really playing the same thing out. He writes in his Psalms, "My heart is on fire, boiling over with passion. Bubbling up within me are these beautiful lyrics as a lovely poem to be sung for the king. Like a river bursting its banks, I'm overflowing with words, spilling out into this sacred story." That's from the Passion Translation, but you just get David's heart of the matter of like, he reached a point, even that far, like that long ago, he was at a point where his heart was boiling over with passion as well from what God's done and all the goodness that God has shown him. And us as drummers, I think like if we start this song off recognizing where we came from, it can really help us like worship and improve our worship with God as we recognize that. Like, you need to recognize where we were in order to get more benefit out of where we're at right now, what we have access to.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of reminds us that as we're still struggling with what we're struggling with at this point in life, if you look back at where you were right when God saved your soul and started working within you and compare that to where you're at right now, that's just the best proof that you have of, okay, give it a few more years. We're going to be at an even better place from here. It helps you to give God more benefit of the doubt, have more faith and trust in him that he's going to continue working in your life. I like that a lot.
Yeah, and it's for everybody. So I think like sometimes we get this weird idea that like we have to have a crazy testimony. Like we have to come from the worst of the worst. Otherwise, we're not really saved or we're not really improving at all. And I think that's just kind of turns on its head of like, look, we once were dead and now we're alive. Like, that's a crazy testimony for anybody to have, and we all have it as Christians. So there's no competition of who was the worst and who gets to be the best person now. It's just, this is where I was at and now I'm alive, so I can sing, I can dance, I can do all these things now for my King who breathed life into me.
No matter what, you started out at a place where you were spiritually dead.
Yeah.
And so that means you're basically both right here, and God took you to alive. And so it's like the differences down here didn't even matter.
Right.
It's like where we were basically started the same, and God is just now growing us on this awesome trajectory of having an amazing relationship with him.
Yeah. So it's just awesome. And then you see the next set of lyrics where brilliant light is all around and endless joy is the only sound. Oh, rest my heart forever now. Oh, in your arms I'll always be found. So this is more like there's the confidence in it now. So like not only are we dead and can be brought back to life, but then we can live with this confidence that I'm always going to be known by my King. I'm always going to be able to overflow with joy, and my heart can rest finally forever. Like it's not a temporary thing that we can walk into God with. It's something that's solid and that's permanent, that we can enjoy. And even in the next set of lyrics, it's my love is yours, my heart is yours, my life is yours forever. It's not just a relationship that we kind of see or we get used to on earth where they come and go, or things sway every now and then, but it's permanent. And it's so good to know that we can have that kind of a permanent relationship, not only with humans, but with God, with the God of the universe. We can have that kind of a relationship.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so in the Psalms, there's another Psalms 62, verse 5 to 8, that kind of relays this message. It says, yes, my soul, find rest in God. My hope comes from him. Truly, he is my rock and my salvation. He is my fortress. I will not be shaken. My salvation and my honor depend on God. He is my mighty rock, my refuge. Trust in him at all times, you people. Pour out your hearts to him, for God is our refuge. Again, it's kind of calling all of us to just pour out our hearts. I think, like, as drummers, this song's a little upbeat. It's kind of got like a fun groove to it. But like, as we play this song, you can really get into the mindset that we're all in that boat. Like, we've all been dead. We're all made alive. And now we can all just pour into God as him being our refuge, and just rejoice in him. Like, he can surround us with his love. He can surround us with his confidence, and we can just live in that and enjoy it. So that's when I play this song. That's what I think about, especially like when, as we're engaging people in worship, like being able to pray that over the audience, that they would recognize that, and like really it would get down from a mind level to a heart level, that they understand and know that they've been made alive, and that we can have access to this kind of passion for God.
Yeah. I like what you said earlier, because it's like this song actually has like a marching cadence to it.
Yeah.
And so it's like even just the feel of the song can remind you that, from what David was saying in the Psalms, that God is our refuge, and we're just marching through this life, or I guess as Paul would say it, like running the race, always with the confidence that he's our refuge and he's our salvation.
Yeah.
But we're still like excitedly marching and running through this life. It's that's a pretty cool concept.
Yeah, and it's a ton of fun to play. I just gotta be honest. I love this song, so it's great. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers what we had for today for this song. If you guys have never heard of this song, comment below on your thoughts, or if you have and you love a part about it, let us know what your favorite part is, or maybe a verse or something that really hits home with you when you're going through this stuff. We'd love to hear those kind of things. But yeah, guys, if you want to learn how to play this song and you haven't checked out the tutorial yet, definitely check that out. Link will be below or up in the corners here. And we just love to have you along. If you want to join the community and just you encouraged by these devotionals and tutorials and want to learn more, definitely hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button if you like this. That definitely helps push the word out to more people. And we're glad to have you on board. We're fellow drummers, just talking to other drummers, trying to encourage us all to dive deeper with God when we worship. So that'll cover it for now, but we'll see you in the next tutorial or Devo. Catch you later. See you guys.